So we will see the methods of transmission of infection. There are mainly six methods of transmission of infection. Let's see the first one. The first one is contact. Now contact can be either direct contact or indirect contact. Now the direct contact are transferred from the person to person. Example, like the sexually transmitted diseases like syphilis, gonorrhea. In indirect contact, the mode of transmission of the infection may be some inanimate objects or the fomites like clothing, bedding, or towel. The second is through inhalation. Now, mostly the infections like respiratory infection like influenza and TB are transmitted by the inhalation. They are mainly transmitted from person to person during either sneezing, coughing, or during speaking. The third type is ingestion. Now, due to ingestion, there are mainly intestinal infections. Uh, these are due to the mm, like we can say the ingestion of the food or drinks that are contaminated by the microorganism. These can be waterborne or foodborne. The waterborne can be like cholera, waterborne cholera, foodborne dysentery. The fourth method is inoculation. Now, in the method of transmission of inoculation, the microbe is directly in, induced into the tissue through a cut or a wound or a breach in the skin. The examples of the example of the method of transmission through inoculation are tetanus spore, rabies virus, arbovirus. By insect vectors. The fifth route is congenital. Congenital route can also be called the vertical transmission. In this the infection is passed from mother to fetus through a placental barrier. So the pathogen can cross the placental barrier. The example of these types are like congenital syphilis or infection with rubella virus. The last type or sixth type are the iatrogenic or laboratory infection. The iatrogenic or laboratory infection are mainly due to the mainly due to the unsterile syringes or the surgical instrument, or if we do not follow the good lab practices, then these infections are common in those individuals. Or we can say that the transfusion of the infected blood or use of the contaminated syringes or needle can cause HIV virus, or laboratory handling can cause the risk of anthrax, plague, and tuberculosis. Though these are less common mode of infection, but they are also very dangerous. So we have discussed the six types of the mode of infection of transmission.